Hello and welcome back to the PokerNews Weekly News Report. I'm Andy the Anchor and I'm here to take you through what has been happening in the poker world over the last week. Our top stories this week: Adrian Mateos winning the Millions World Bahamas main event, high-stakes poker player Guy Laliberte detained for growing cannabis, some of the top legends of the game playing poker on a private jet, and finally, Daniel Negreanu joining forces with GGPoker. This is the PokerNews Weekly News Report with your host, Andy the Anchor. Last week, Adrian Mateos took down the 2019 Party Poker Caribbean Poker Party Millions World Bahamas main event. These names are ridiculous, I mean, come on. Anyway, he topped a field of 947 entries in the $10,300 buy-in tournament. Mateos scooped himself just over $1.1 million for his win after a three-handed deal involving Aaron Van Blarkum and Chris Hunican. Mateos, at the ripe young age of 25, now has 3 major titles to his name after also winning the World Series of Poker Europe main event in 2013 and the EPT Grand Final in 2015. Although this is not the official Triple Crown in poker, some are saying it is just as impressive, and I have to agree. This now puts Mateos in the top 30 of the all-time money list as he approaches almost $20 million in tournament cashes. High-stakes poker player and owner of world-famous Cirque du Soleil, Guy Laliberte, was detained last week in Tahiti in connection with marijuana charges. Laliberte was apparently caught growing some of that sweet Mary J on his private island. Yeah, that one. The Canadian billionaire is being investigated for drug trafficking, but his representatives have denied any such involvement and maintained that the ganja is strictly for personal use. In the poker world, Laliberte has been known to organise many of the highest staked buy-in tournaments throughout the world, including the big one for one drop, which has run 3 times at the World Series of Poker, featuring a staggering $1 million buy-in. Over the years, whilst playing under several nicknames online, Laliberte racked up about $31 million in losses according to High Stakes DB. He is believed to be stuck more than any other poker player in online history. Well, at least he's got plenty of dope to smoke to forget all about it. Or I guess not so much anymore. Hashtag sad times. Now, if you were to own a private jet, what would you do with it?
Fly it, you idiot.
Well, yeah, obviously that. But I mean, would you do a Dan Bilzerian and invite a ridiculous amount of women and have everyone join the Mile High Club? Or would you invite some of the biggest names in poker to play a high-stakes cash game whilst thousands of feet in the air? Well, that's exactly what Paul Foy did last week. Foy invited Tom Dwan, Phil Ivey, Tony G and Danny Tang to accompany him on his jet from the Bahamas to Lithuania. Whilst on the flight, the group played some high-stakes poker, switching between 5+ Hold'em, a variety of short deck where the sixes are also removed, as well as short deck pot limit Omaha. Tony G, who is not one to shy away from the spotlight, kept us all updated on his Twitter about the antics and obviously let us know that he ended up as a winner in this game.
It's a good game, huh? I'm the biggest winner so far. We have an hour to Vilnius, we had a great time. Everyone's welcome to try this at home.
You'd have thought these millionaires could have afforded some better chips and possibly even a poker table and dealer. Happy to do it for free, boys. Just give me a bell. However, there is something very special about seeing Phil Ivey setting up to deal a poker hand. Eventually they made it to Lithuania, Tony G's home country, where they continued the high-stakes action. As you can see, Mr. G looks like he's having a whale of a time, and Ivey still hasn't lost that death stare after all those years. With Tony G seemingly back in the poker world, we look forward to hearing of many more great stories. And finally, to round up the news this week, we have Daniel Negreanu shocking the poker world by announcing his partnership with GGPoker. It has only been 6 months since Negreanu announced a somewhat surprising split with his longtime sponsor PokerStars, having been on their roster for over a decade. Many of the former PokerStars sponsored players have moved over to its more recognisable competitor, Party Poker, So it came as a bit of a shock to the poker world when Negreanu announced last week in a Twitter video that he was signing on to GGPoker. Take it away, Daniel.
All right, super excited to announce from the Las Vegas Strip that yours truly is signing on as an ambassador for GGPoker. Now, in a very short time, GGPoker has really made a name for itself in the online space. I mean, their last GG series, you're talking about 50 million in guarantees, up from 3 million the year before. But in addition to that, it's really the software that gets me, because the software, especially the mobile client, is cutting edge, super user-friendly, fun, and engaging. One of the things you have within the software is a staking platform. So if you want to play a tournament but you don't want to put up all the money, you can sell a piece of yourself. You can also buy pieces of other players and check their stats and their ROI to make sure that you're making a good buy. So if you're in a jurisdiction that allows for it, why don't you go ahead and put a deposit down on GGPoker today, and you can get a 200% deposit bonus by using promo code Daniel. GG, everybody.
Now, if you've made it this far through the video, I have another special treat for you as we continue our Poker Tip of the Week. This week's guest is none other than 2017 W Coupe champion Steven Van Zadelhoff, aka SVZFFFFFF, no, just SVZFF, aka the Poker Viking. Recently, Steven entered the Battle of Malta, which had an enormous field of 4,657 players, in which he managed to come second, banking himself a very impressive 217,000 euros. This now takes his total live earnings to almost $2.5 million. Alright, take it away, Steven.
Thanks, Andy. From a cold Amsterdam, I'm catching some November rain. I know, right? If only people would make a song about that. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the weather, we're here to talk about poker. And to be more exact, what people can do to improve their poker results. My number one tip would be mindset. Who knows me knows that I've been talking more about it. When you come prepared, when you come ready to win, when you fully believe in the good results in life, you will get them. A wise man once said, success is where opportunity meets preparation, and that's where you can improve. How to do all that, like how to come ready and fully believe in all the stuff you want in life, poker success and success in other things. Well, who knows, one day you can find good sources online that will teach you how. For now, Andy, right back at ya. See you later, guys, from a cold and rainy Amsterdam.
Thank you, Steven. Do check out Steven's YouTube vlog that he's recently just launched, which will be covering how to live a better life, including more tips on mindset, nutrition, and fitness. And that's all we have time for on the Poker News Weekly News Roundup. But be sure to join me, Andy the Anchor, next week for everything and anything that is happening within the poker world. Ta-ta for now. Laliberte racked up. Laliberte racked up. Oh, no, come on. But over the years. Thank you, Steven. Do check out Steven's YouTube vlog that he's recently just launched. Which, my bad, too much Red Bull. Woo, baby. That was a big one. Nearly there, nearly there.